Minor afflictions in life. Really,
Job? Yeah.
And we were wandering around in the fog. Remember that? It was kind of a foggy night.
Having stood with you out there in the cold, I decided that it might not be as well received as I'd like. But I just feel moved to share it with you now, partly because I've really just gotten to know some of Ned's grandchildren, and I feel, as you do, a tremendous sense of hope and newness. Even as we're celebrating his passing and his death, we see all these wonderful signs in his children and his grandchildren of new beginnings. And we know the spirit of Ned will live on. I directed my remarks at the grave to the grandchildren especially, trusting that they will realize they have a very special gift to share with the world, to reflect their grandfather in the days and years to come. And I'd like to offer one more song. Ned and I might say, to put it graciously, flocked a few together. And I found him a man who had a tremendous love of life, and I think everybody who knew him would say, and most of all, an incredible love for his family. One of the things, if you're a Roman Catholic priest, you enter so often into the heart of other people's families, and as much as you may enjoy the priesthood, and I really do, you couldn't help but have the regret, a bit of, let's call it sacred envy, for your sisters and brothers and friends who have that promise of Job fulfilled so clearly. They know their children and their grandchildren will carry them on into the future. And I'd like to, in a sense, dedicate this song to Ned. It's probably familiar to virtually everyone here, but I hope it gives it a new dimension. And I want to direct it especially to the grandchildren, and I'd say to the parents, be sure later that they got the message. Because one thing about Ned, for all of us who loved him, that made us very sad, was that his passing was so slow. And here we are on the grounds where he was a sort of an extraordinary example of human strength and achievement in his youth, a great athlete. A man who was an inspiration to others, and guided young men to develop their physical talents. And I guess one of the reasons why I wanted to say this is as my own hair continues to turn gray faster than I wish, and I see so many of you from Ned's, you might say, halcyon days, and the toll of time is beginning to be evident. For all those reasons, I think this song is appropriate. It's a very familiar old Irish song. And I once heard a legend that goes with it, which adds to the power of it. So it's kind of Ned's song to you, and your song to Ned. I should say one other thing is that when I asked Ellen Murphy what would she say if she were here, she said, somebody should bless the family and congratulate them for the way their love was that much fuller and that much more tender when Ned needed them most in his latter days. Well, Yeah, that's appropriate, I think. For the family. Years and years ago, there was a very gifted Irish poet. His name was Thomas Moore. Moore, not to be confused with the Brit Thomas More, perhaps even more famous. But Thomas Moore, the poet, the legend says, married what was, at least in the area from which she had come, the most beautiful girl anybody had ever seen. She was the envy of all the other young women, and he was considered the most fortunate of men to have been able to be the one who married her. He worked in the Foreign Service. The old military stalwarts here will appreciate this. He had to go off and do his duty, and while he was gone, his beautiful, extraordinarily beautiful wife was stricken with smallpox. She survived, but her beauty didn't. Her face was marked with those little pock marks. She had heard so much as she was growing up about how beautiful she was. She knew that she was a legend in her own time, that when physically her beauty was gone, she felt like she was gone. She thought she'd lost it all. And so, I'm glad to say it proved to be a foolish sentiment. In that state of mind, she wrote to her husband, and she said, "Don't come home to me. Treasure the memories, but move on and make a new life, because the beauty which won your love is no more." And what he wrote back to her was eventually put to the air of an ancient Irish melody. And this is my song to Ned, and I hope something to provoke thought and comfort for all of you. He wrote back to her and said, "Believe me, all those endearing young charms that I gaze on so fondly today were to fade by tomorrow and melt in my arms like fairy gifts melting away. Thou wouldst still be adored as this moment thou art. Let thy loveliness fade as it will, and around the dew and each wish of my heart would entwine itself burdenedly still. For 'tis not while beauty and youth are thine own, or thy cheek unprofaned by a tear, that the fervor and faith of a heart can be known, to which time will but make thee more dear. No, the heart that has truly loved never forgets, but as truly loves on till the close. As the sunflower turns to her God when he sets, the same look that she gave when he rose. The captain.
That's why he came first day he met the family. He did. We met at
Were you at
he was up in Southway, Doe University, the girls' university on the campus. University got sick of seeing that. They wanted to get the church together.
stupid,
Do it
so I'm gonna
again?
get my sneakers.
So wait, look, are we fine?
Doctor.
Look, I still got my corporate look going. It's kind of
I
casual like
know,
that.
look at
Gosh, I wish I was as comfortable as
Hey,
you are right now.
is this felt? And then you touch it.
We're working.
It is now.
Velvet. Velvet.
Let go.
You kid or you?
You gotta change before we go on. Hey, what's the game plan here, folks?
We were going on a walking tour. Mom's going to meet us at the visiting center. Okay.
Who's gonna lead the walking tour?
There she goes right now.
I'm following your mother.
I don't know.
Kate said she
He knows all of the ins and outs of the walking tour.
Matthew knows. Patrick knows.
You forget. It was on new to everyone could snooze last.
Ready, Kate?
We're going on a walking tour about a
Walks down with the bag, got hit by the Philly behind
A red dress, down jacket too.
Now that you know what second cousin is.
Oh, well, that's probably why I wasn't there. Said something.
He's the
You
oldest.
like that thing, huh?
His cousin once removed.
No, but it's worth it after you get back home.
Yeah, what is it? What is it? Yeah,
Everybody's in their traveling garb, huh?
Can you tell? You
Have a safe trip
We
back.
bees walking.
Oh, that's right. That's what you guys are heading around.
Yeah, we're gonna walk with you.
Go make some crack.
No.
We stop. If we get
Seminole. He's eat up to Florida State.
No.
Huh? Has it?
That was the 9 inches of snow.
Before I go to the Bahamas.
It wasn't 9.
I don't know. I'm hoping
2 and 3. It was funny, in my neighborhood it was about an inch and a half, 2, and then half a mile away was like this much.
You're Stone Mountain, right?
Yeah, right outside of Stone Mountain.
Hey, how about that? Those Braves? Didn't they bum you out?
No. Still a solid. We went to the parade.
Yeah.
600 million people.
Tickets. I remember you were at the reunion. You said, "What about me?"
Yeah, didn't happen. Didn't happen. She saw a great game. That was a 14-5 game. Smile, cowboy.
Yeah. See, yeah. What do you got in your face here? You got chocolate cookies.
Actually, I'm in
I don't know how that could have happened.
You're supposed to lick your finger first.
I think he's 3 years old. He ends up winning. But anyway, that's where I am.
How's that commute?
He is not.
Not yet.
Where are you?
Not yet. He's still young. He doesn't have any gray in his beard.
Where are you commuting to?
Good, good. Yeah,
Where do you commute?
Drexel Hill to Concord.
Oh, that's not too bad. It's a piece of cake. And you're going against the grain.
What's this? A fast one this way. Yeah, that's the idea. If I'm going to walk to the keys, wow.
Yeah, it's a good looking guy.
No, I had
Huh?
I just changed.
I don't get a lot of those girls' attention. Yeah. Furthermore. Huh? And furthermore.
And you better vote my way, you schmuck.
Give me the money.
Yeah.
No, we wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Give them anyway. Right, you're on
Man, take care, everybody. Have a safe trip back, all right? Yep.
Oh, is Don's gonna bring the car?
Okay, no, he's right here. Here he is.
Right
Don.
down there.
over. Take care, honey. All right, we're walking. Yeah, let's
Bye-bye,
right
guys.
Great.
We're going to hang out a little bit and take a little walk.
Take care.
Good, good.
See you, Ed.
God bless you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ned's mom?
Yeah, I introduced myself.
Good.
Oh, and I had a son named Ned.
Yeah. Well, we'll see y'all.
Okay,
Ciao. Not the summertime, in the winter and the fall. Get you know, because next time you come up, you get two. Good
Good seeing you. Yeah. We'll see you hopefully before 96.
Before 96, yeah.
Mike,
We'll see
you know
again.
what?
Newport.
But
Newport.
You want this on film?
What else? You planning any vacation during the summer?
yeah, for 2 weeks again.
Yeah.
Everything will get down to the monster, baby. Good. That's the reason Rich
What's coming up? So it's kind of long. Yeah, I'll be away next week. You might be over for
Ice for the limo.
God bless, cuz.
I'll be back.
Okay.
See you, Drew.
Oh, look at his
Hey,
Where's the
Yeah, I do.
Are you my buddy? Are you my pal? What do you say? What do you think?
We have to get a big camp.
That is the school of art. Yeah, step. Back. Okay, guys.
But the right stuff. And walk. I understand you're supposed to be walking. Hey, Michael, let me say hello at the bar. Hey, hello. I haven't been around the shake all the years. It's not like I have a week with you guys, right?
Cardiovascular
We'll walk so you can keep cooking for us year after year, not just for your golf game. We don't worry about your golf game.
Michael, did you get the cup participant D?
I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
Not on paper, but I do.
I'm sure it gets it. I think he is participant D.
Patrick, my friend.
All right, how are you going to make the rental car in on time? Or?
Well, that's what we need to talk about. Let's just
What?
enjoy the scenery here.
You don't want to put it on film? We'll wait till we get off camera to talk about it.
Run.
Gives him $1. But the guy who paid
Tecumseh? Tecumseh.
There.
Okay.
Come on, get Tecumseh in.
What's the word?
No, you know what they did? All the guys just got here, they asked them how many bricks it takes to finish off the courtyard. All the guys count them.
Here come 3 people. Here come 3 people.
One. Only takes 1 brick to finish.
Oh, check out those guys.
Formation. This is view formation.
Why don't you get a picture on those guys?
Sure. Hey, Pat, you want to tell us about that bell?
View formation.
Oh, you can't talk.
Sure you can.
Where's your dad?
He's a mute, but he can talk.
It's in the natatorium. The bell was rung after they beat Army. The bell on the left is rung after they beat Army. I think they ring it for the number of points they score against Army. In some years it's very noisy, and some years it's very quiet.
The plane hangs from the ceiling in Bangkok.
That's McDonough.
McDonough.
Uh-huh. No, I'm sorry, it's Dahlgren. It's in Dahlgren, down here. McDonough was my favorite.
He's going to ring the bell. He's going to ring the bell. Get it.
Oh, gosh.
Jimmy legs, where are they? Jimmy legs.
Can't hear you!
My father lives here. He's on the road here.
I think if he could, he would.
I think so too.
That used to be the library, but the new library is over here. They used to have a theater in there in the library straight ahead. Come on, Span.
If your daughter was Japanese.
So you were like 10 years old when all that was going on?
When what? We were here.
Oh, yeah.
I was third, fourth, and fifth grade.
How old is Libby right now?
Libby's fifth grade. This is impressive in here. It used to be, yeah, and there's a plane hanging. And there used to be, all the rifles were, and state flags are still here, but all the rifles were all the way around. And there was a basketball goal on a brown, not quite cement floor.
Indoors when it's raining, and it had the ring. Where when they got the ring, they brought the drill down.
I just thought I'd read some of these plaques. I've seen the plane. I know my flag.
Yeah, it was surrounded with guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basketball courts. When we were here. I never thought I'd say that a midshipman could be pretty.
Pat, it's got a big N in the middle.
Yep.
Or gracefully skate on figure skates.